It's written in a parasha, midvar sheker tirchak. Stay away from any kinds of form of lies. V'naki v'tzadik al ta'arog. Do not spill the blood of a righteous and a clean person. Ki lo atzdik rasha. I will not justify the wicked. Looks like there's no connection between the different parts of the sentence. Simply, this is what it says. You're not allowed to lie, and you're not allowed to murder a righteous person. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu will not justify the wicked. How is it related? First question is, are you allowed to murder the wicked? Also not allowed. You're not allowed to murder a wicked person. If you see someone is Mechalel Shabbat or gay, according to the Torah, he deserves to get a death penalty. But if you go and kill him, you are a murderer. You will be executed. Why? He deserves to die. It's Mechalel Shabbat. The Torah says. But you are not a judge in a Sanhedrin. He can only be executed after a trial. Witnesses, you have to check. Maybe he doesn't know, maybe he was born in Siberia, he never heard in his life, maybe he didn't get a warning, maybe what he did was not according to the way the halakha is, he did it differently. There could be hundreds of different things. You know, not just come and kill a person. And even if you know 1,000,000% that he did it the way that the Torah spoke about and he deserved to die, you are not liable to be an executor. There's no Sanhedrin for 2,000 years. There's no executions. You're not allowed to execute today. No Beit Din today in the world can execute a person. If a Beit Din have testimony that these two men are gays, they live together, they're not hiding it, they admit, people actually saw them in the middle of a sin. It's death penalty according to the Torah. Who will kill them? God. When he decides to. It may not be in this world. It will be maybe in the next world. But he is the only one who can execute it. If someone came and killed them in the middle, he is a murderer. He may come and try to justify his thing that he's a zealous man. He cannot tolerate abomination. He cannot stand such people. And won't help him. He won't help him. Why? We're not allowed to execute today. We don't execute any violator of any law of the Torah that the Torah say that he deserved or she deserved to get a death penalty. No executions today. So the Gemara say, once the temple was destroyed and there's no more Sanhedrin and there is no more trials and there's no more execution, who does the execution? Only Hashem. When he decides. Someone that deserves to be stoned fall from a building. Wind come and he fall. Someone supposed to be burned can be killed by lightning or by a fire, get caught in a fire and die. Someone supposed to be choked can drown or can choke from gas or smoke. Someone that's supposed to be killed by a sword can be killed by a sword or can be killed by a gunshot today, or pieces of an explosion or glass went into his body and made holes. Stabbed. There's all kinds of swords that people, it doesn't have to be literally sword. It can be a piece from a bomb, flew, piece of sharp plastic right into his neck and killed him. There can be many ways. A gunshot from far away. But only Hashem does executions. If you see Mechalel Shabbat 90 years old, didn't get an execution, you should feel extra bad for him. If his friend died at age 16, stoning, fell from a building, or he got hit by a car, then this person that is continued to be Mechalel Shabbat 30 more years, you have to feel more sorry for him. You can say, you see, he lived to 90 even though he wasn't Shomer Shabbos. The last one you want to be jealous with is this guy, that he lived long life. Now he has to pay for that long life, 30 more years of sins. First thing he would scream in his trial, why did you make me live such long life? Keeping such a wicked person alive for so long, it's actually a punishment for him. What does he do? This old man. Playing golf, smoking cigar, watching TV, cursing his family members all day. Does he pray? Does he learn Torah? No. Does he put tefillin? No. Does he eat kosher? No. Does he make brachot? No. Mamash makigoy. So what does he live for? His life here is already a punishment. He's not benefiting anyone. He's hurting people. He's a liability to his family members. And on top of everything, he's accumulating more sins that he will be judged for. So the longer he lives, the worse it is for him. It's a punishment. It's not a gift like some people think. Well, my father, Baruch Hashem, lived long life. If he was a righteous man, it's fantastic that he lived long life. If he was a wicked liberal, Bernie Sanders, Yimach Shimo, Hashem keeps him alive. Every day that he lives, he gains millions or maybe billions of new sins. There's a reason why Hashem keep him alive. That's the worst punishment for someone like that to live. He's a traitor, betrayed his nation. The Chilul Hashem he does. Oh, Chilul Hashem, you know what Gehenom is waiting for him? So every day that he's alive, his punishment multiply and triple. And some people say, wow, when are we going to get rid of this traitor? Sometimes someone hit you bad in life, stole from you, caused you a big damage, did horrible things to you, maybe destroyed your marriage, I don't know. People do bad things to each other. And it kills you to see that they celebrate for 20, 30 years like nothing happened. Hashem didn't touch them. They become wealthier, they're healthy, they have children, they moved into a bigger home, they opened another store. It bothers you very much. You see them walking around with all their wealth, an expensive car, an expensive watch. Every time you see them, it burns your heart. That's heresy. We are all heretics. If you really had emunah in Hashem, you should have been happy that he's alive. The longer he lives, the better it is. Someone like this only dig his hell deeper by the minute. Better that he should stay long. Sometimes Hashem decides to take his olam haba from him for what he did to you. But let's say he was 60 years old when he committed this crime against you. But he had a lot of merit until that time. Maybe he was keeping Shabbat, maybe he was giving charity, maybe he did a lot of good things, maybe he told me kosher. Wicked people sometimes do great things. In order for Hashem to wipe out his next world, he has to pay him now for all the good deeds that he kept in his life that so far he wasn't paid for. The plan was to pay him in the next world. But once Hashem decided on Rosh Hashanah, after what he did to you, to take away his olam haba, now the entire plan is changing. I was reserving your reward for the eternal world. Now I decided to take away your eternal world. So I have to pay you for 6 years of mitzvot, from your bar mitzvah until now. Mentions, business, fame, children, marry children to good shidduchim. You in the meantime, eat your heart. Why? Because you're an heretic, you have no emunah in Hashem. You think you know better than Hashem who deserve to get what? If you really eliminated your ego and you think that you're somebody important and you understand what's going on in the world, and you would understand you don't understand anything, but the rules are solid. Righteous get good, wicked get bad. End of story. Doesn't matter what I see right now. Doesn't matter what I see until the day I die. Doesn't matter. Righteous will get good and wicked will get bad. And it's never going to be changed. It's one of the 13 principles of the Torah. Because you don't have patience, because you don't have emunah, it burns your heart to see your enemy continue to celebrate. He was promoted. You see him on the news, kills you. Same thing women who got raped. They see the rapist became the president of the United States, maybe. Or maybe the head of the Supreme or the Justice Department. It drives them crazy. What kind of a justice this world have? Where is this God? Or when they hear that some Nazi murderers escaped to Argentina and lived there in a fake identity until their 90s with wealth and success and servants, with pool, it drives them crazy. Why? Because they are all heretics. You are a kofar in the Torah. You kofar in the 13th principle of the Torah. If you had blind faith in Hashem, you would know it's the best thing that happened. This Nazi also had some good things he did in his life. Since Hashem is going to make him suffer for eternity, that Nazi would say, you're not a fair judge. You're not a fair judge. I mean, I did horrible things. I definitely deserve to get. Over there, everyone admits. Everyone knows what they deserve to get. But the Nazis will also say, until I became an SS general, do you know how many wonderful things I did? I took care of an orphan. I helped this poor guy. I did this. I helped my children. I helped my ex-wife. I helped some widow. I saved someone's life. When did you pay me for all of that? I let you escape to Argentina and live 30 years in a beautiful view over there, in a nice farm. Nobody ever found out where you are. You live to your 90s. Nobody touched you for what you have done in the Holocaust. Now when he dies, his problems begin. The problem with the victims of this monster, they want to see in their own eyes the justice, right now. Why? Because they don't believe that they will see it in the next world. If they knew the principle of the Torah, they would be very, very calm. Smile. I wish him to live longer. The longer he lives, the better it will be. You get the point or no?